On the day of his death, soldiers surrounded Jesus and treated him terribly. "Hail the King of the Jews," they snickered, as they pressed a crown of thorns onto his head and hit him over and over with a staff. But Jesus was silent. He didn't speak up as they told lies about him or laughed at his pain. This was the very reason he came into the world. Jesus would give his life to save the world from its sin. Like an innocent lamb, he was led to his death. Jesus was forced to carry his cross up a hill called Golgotha, which means place of the skull. It was a horrible place, and there Jesus was hung on a cross between two criminals. Those who passed by shouted insults at him. "He saved others, but he can't save himself. If you are so powerful, come down off that cross." But Jesus wouldn't come down. He had chosen to die. He had chosen to love the world so deeply that he would give his life away to save it. As Jesus got closer to death, the sky became black, and from the darkness Jesus cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Shortly after, Jesus cried out again and then died. At the moment of his death, there was a violent earthquake. Inside the temple, the thick curtain that once separated a holy God from sinful man tore from top to bottom. These events terrified the soldiers who were there, and they confessed, "This has to be the Son of God." Late in the afternoon, Jesus' body was wrapped with cloth and placed in a tomb. This tomb was carved from rock, and a huge stone was rolled over the entrance. Jewish leaders remembered that Jesus claimed he would rise from the dead after 3 days. They feared his disciples would steal his body and claim that Jesus had risen. These Jewish leaders demanded the tomb be made secure. Roman soldiers were ordered to seal the tomb and stand watch outside of it. 3 days later, early in the morning, 2 women who had been followers of Jesus went to see the tomb. Suddenly the earth began to shake beneath their feet as an angel came down from heaven and rolled away the stone from the entrance of the tomb. The angel shone like lightning, and the Roman soldiers standing guard fell to the ground like dead men. But the angel proclaimed good news to the women. "Jesus is not here. He is risen. Hurry, go and tell the disciples." The women ran from the tomb, astonished at what they had just seen. Filled with joy, they ran to tell the disciples what the angel had said. Suddenly, a man was standing in front of them. "Good morning," the man said. The women realized that it was Jesus standing before them, and they fell to his feet and began to worship him. Jesus told them not to fear, and then he told the women to tell the disciples to go to Galilee and that he would see them soon. Later, the disciples went to the mountain in Galilee where Jesus had told them to go. When they saw Jesus, they were amazed. The disciples, filled with joy, worshipped him. Jesus was alive. He had risen from the dead just as he had promised. Jesus then gave his disciples a very important mission. "Go, tell the world the good news about me, make disciples, and teach people to obey my commands." And to this very day, the good news of Jesus' death and resurrection is being shared around the world.